Hi everybody, welcome to the Worm Weirdo's basement again. We're going to be making a do-it-yourself worm chow with things that I have around the house. The recipe that you can find online, if you Google it, worm chow is basically 2 parts oats, 1 part cornmeal, and 1 part grit, which would be like eggshell in this case. I'm actually going to add a fair amount of sand because that's also something that I have around the house. It's going to be more of a grit chow mixture. I need to get myself into the habit of adding grit to the feedings every week. I'm going to do that in the form of a small amount of worm chow. So I have some dried eggshells that have been sitting around here waiting for a while for me to grind them up. I have some old expired oatmeal. Someone at work left these packages of microwavable oatmeals at work, and they expired quite some time ago. This expired in May of 2017, and so I actually tried one of these because we couldn't figure out who left them at work, and I tried one of them, and they're absolutely awful for human consumption. I'm sure they're edible, but they just do not taste good. So I don't know if that's just they're just bad. The person who brought them into work didn't like them, or if they're bad because they're expired. So the worms are going to get them. I'm going to measure out 2 cups of the oatmeal packets and a cup of cornmeal and a cup of eggshells and grind them all up. And then add my sand. I don't think I want to put sand into my blender. So we'll see you in a moment. Alright, so I've emptied a bunch of these packets to equal about 2 cups. I noticed some of the packets have some kind of dehydrated fruit in there. Some walnuts. I don't think that's going to be a problem. They're dry, they're going to be ground up. Not going to be a problem. I'm going to add a cup of cornmeal in there. Probably don't need to grind this up anymore, but and then the eggshells. So this is all going to go in the blender and get ground up. Don't breathe that dust. Eggshell dust is very bad for you, apparently. So I'm going to wait for that to settle a few minutes before I open it up. And I may even go upstairs and get something to cover my mouth, so I'm not breathing it in. And then we'll grind the rest of this up. Okay, so I've allowed it to settle for a few minutes, and I went upstairs and got my face covering because I don't want to breathe this stuff in. And I think now that all the eggshell is ground up, there's not quite a cup to make up my 1 part of the mixture. So I'll definitely be adding some more sand after everything's all ground up to make that grit ratio as high as it should be. I may even make it more than 1 part, so it's not going to hurt them. Not a big deal. Alright, so we're going to continue to put in the rest of our chow ingredients. See how it's coming out? See that? All the dust. I don't want it in our carboys either. And of course I spilled it everywhere. Alright, so I've got it all ground up. I'm going to add some sand that we have around the house for gardening use, and just mix it all up and put it in a shaker. And we're good to go. Okay, so there we go. We got a shaker, an old Parmesan cheese container, and an extra container full of Worm Chow. And it's just that simple. I did notice just now, in between takes, that so this oatmeal has, as the very last ingredient, sea salt. I'm hoping, I'm praying that it's such a minuscule amount. Let me see what the sodium. Yeah, I'm hoping it's so minuscule that it's not going to present a problem. I have fed this oatmeal to the worms before, and they have not shied away from it, so cross your fingers. Alright. Worm Chow. Homemade. With stuff around the house. Have a good one.